Everyone, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the show. I'm Jay Blaze.
I'm Bobby Summers.
And we're bringing...
What we're bringing?
Opinionated conversations on a variety of topics from perspectives that really don't matter on... The Everything Obsolete podcast.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Bobby Summers, the least favorite half of the Everything Obsolete podcast. You know, Jay Blaze is somewhere roaming around Arizona, doing her thing, getting her bread and healing up a little bit more. Nothing but love out to Jay Blaze for sure. Again, this is the Everything Obsolete podcast where the topics and views are hopefully pretty current, but the opinions are obsolete. Come share our take on the world, one obsolete opinion at a time. Let's go. What we starting off on today? As you see my background, I'm out in the local park area. It's real quiet on this Monday morning or afternoon, depending on what side of the coast you on. It's just a beautiful day today. So I was like, let me just hit the park and spark up this pod right quick, man, because it was a heavy weekend, man. Heavy weekend. A lot going on, sports, a lot of sports startups, some coming to an end, a couple coming to an end, actually. I'm going to try to do this off the top of the head. Again, I'm out in the park. I don't got that mobile server, so I couldn't bring the internet out here with me. And of course, Blaze is out there, so we don't have her internet skills running with us right now. So I'm gonna try to do this off the dome, give you a nice little episode of the obsolete way. Again, volleyball court, basketball court, soccer field right over there to my left, your right. Yeah, but we're gonna get into it, man. A couple of entertainment news stories I want to get into for sure. Not many. Delivery truck just passed by. There's like a little local street. I don't even know why it's going down this block actually, because there ain't no store. Well, no gas station all the way about a mile or two down. So they probably shortcut through here. Anyway, I got my little notes that I'm gonna spit out to you guys. And you know, some of these opinions might not be what everybody else is thinking, but it sure is what Bobby Summers is thinking. What should I start off with? I think this is sports heavy because so much went down. And then of course you got then you got some entertainment. I'm gonna knock it out. I'm gonna knock it out with sports, man. Let's start off with the obvious. This weekend, the NFL started off. From Thursday's game to tonight's game. Beautiful NFL fucking weekend, right? And I guess that's a big deal for a lot of people. I know everybody's getting into their fantasy worlds, you know what I mean? And I'm not truly into that, but I am privy to it. So yeah, like everybody's ecstatic. Everybody got ambitions, right, for this year. I kind of follow more to. I'm gonna put it out there, world. I like the Cowboys. But I also like talent. So, and that goes for all sports. You know what I mean? I just like talent. Especially now. When I was younger, I probably would have been like, hey, I'm a Cowboy fan. And I still am. Don't get it twisted. Played a good game. Not good enough, obviously. No moral victories here, man. And that goes for a lot of other teams that played. I know last night, I think Pittsburgh and the Jets, they played a close one. No more victories though, right? For the Jets. They gonna hold that L. Like all the other Kansas City lost. Was there a Thursday night game as well? That was the other. That was the other Thursday, right? Because it was Dallas, Philly, and then it was Kansas City Chargers. So yeah, no, that was a close game. No moral victories, right? Just try to get better for the next game. But it was exciting. Um, I'm running through some of these games just to. I don't know if there was any. Were there many blowouts? I mean, when you lose by a touchdown or two, I don't really call that a blowout. I mean, 44-6, yeah, that's a blowout. 44-30, I don't really call that a blowout, man. That's just motherfuckers made mistakes or they were playing catch up the whole game. I think the Giants got blown out. I'm not sure if the Jaguars won, but I did witness Travis Hunter's first NFL catch on the offensive side. I didn't see much of him play on defense. I was running around myself this weekend. But yeah, excited that there's football, bro. A lot of the quarterbacks kind of showed, like Aaron Rodgers played phenomenal. Dak Prescott played phenomenal. Jalen Hurts had a great game. Tonight's game is Monday, right? It's the Bears versus the Vikings. So there's I'm gonna jump. It made me think of the Giants. Giants quarterback. They're already screaming for their backup, right? Which is, I think, the rookie who they picked up. So I guess that's a big deal. And then they also got Russell waiting there. But I think they're gonna play the rookie first and have Russell, just in case the rookie gets hurt, have Russell back up the rookie. I don't know why didn't they just come out, like why didn't they just play rookie first game? That's what you draft high for. You draft high to play these motherfuckers. If you grabbed a fucking fifth round quarterback, understandable. Otherwise, play your fucking quarterback, man. If you grab the top first, second round quarterback, play that motherfucker, man. Why? I understand about throwing motherfuckers under the bus or throwing them into the fire, but when you draft high for what you want, you gotta play these dudes, man. Like, I'm sorry. So Dart should be playing, and Russell should be backing him up. What else happened in football? I think I'm gonna mention something. I'm gonna get to it because it's on my mind. Forgive me if I'm wrong or if this was fake or AI, but there was the Cleveland Browns game. Did the referee have to take a dildo off the field? Are motherfuckers throwing dildos on football fields now? Like, goes back to my initial, issues with the WNBA because someone is carrying a dildo all the way into the premises. And like, how long are you holding on to this dildo to throw? Like, I think that's more of the problem than actually throwing it on the field. The fact that you're holding on to, you got this dildo in your clutch bag all the way until you get to the event. I think that's hilarious. But yeah, I think a referee had to throw dildo off the field on that Cleveland game. And if this was real, it's kind of like the WNBA. They're not really talking about it. They're trying to not give it light. But I find it hilarious, both sides, that they're trying to keep it light and that someone would carry a dildo for as long as they need to get it into the building to throw it on the field or the court. So both sides are hilarious in this. That my opinion is that it's fucking hilarious. So that's what the NFL. I'm gonna lead the NFL, brand new season, just started. I'm gonna keep it light on the NFL, just excited. that it happened or that it's starting. Excuse me. Um, let's go right. Let's go into the WNBA and coming to the end. We got like what, maybe 2-3 games left. I'm being a little biased. Let's talk about them Las Vegas Aces. Last night they won yet again. And to my knowledge, that's like 14, 15 wins in a row. Jay Blaze was here, she'd be like, yeah, that's what it is, right? Uh Domination on a whole other level. And maybe they're talking about it, but I'm not like laser focused. But if Aja Wilson is not the league's MVP yet again, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Um, Probably has a lot to do with Nafisa getting hurt and not playing like the latter part of this. Not that she has to, because the Lynx are still holding on to the number one spot. That's how big of a gap they had. With the Vegas Aces going on a 14-game win streak, they still are not in first place. That just tells you what the Lynx were doing like the first half, 3/4 of the season. But to back up my point on Aja being MVP yet again, another 31-point game. She leads the league in almost every real statistic that everybody kind of puts their eye to: points, rebounds, especially at her position, for sure. I think rebounding, she's second to Angel Reese, which I like this transition a little bit because Angel Reese has some things going on, as far as saying things detrimental to her team, um, which I don't agree with. In my opinion, you got to put a fucking fire under your organization's ass, especially when you play like her. Everybody is not a fan of Angel Reese's game. But it don't matter if you're a fan or not. The numbers are numbers. Whether you think she stat pads or not, or she's doing unprecedented things, man. It don't matter. Like when are you having like I don't see them talking about Caitlin Clark's 3-point percentage being at like 20%. My bad if it's 27. My bad. But I don't see people shitting on her for having a 20. And that's her thing, right? Her thing is to hit the deep ball, right? That's her thing. That's what she do. Facts. And let's not even talk about her not being able to play much this year. Like, due to injury, legitimate injury. So when Angel Reese is out there, and she's kind of been hurt too. She's been hurt a little bit, but not as much, not like where she missed, half the season. But she's definitely took time off for injury. But dominating the boards, like, just give her flowers, man. Dominating the boards, averaging double-digit points. Like, what the fuck else you need her to do? Sorry for my, like, what's the problem? Just give her flowers. She good at that forward position. Now, do I think she needs to step up her level of play when she plays against the Ajas, the Nafisas, the what's the center? My girl from the Liberty. That's my girl too. Why do I not remember her name? But when she's playing against the Liberty, and now Oneska's name is in my mind, but Stewie, when she plays up against Stewie, and what else is it like those big name girls, that are playing down in the paint. which is where Reese kind of lives. Like I think her level of play needs to increase. And is she learning that? Hopefully. That's where I think her growing spurt is going to be, because everywhere else I think she's good. Let's get into the Golden State Valkyrie. I've been talking about them as well. You know, that's kind of like me and Blaze's second team. You know, like those are our two teams. Like, you know, we hard on them aces. That's our team. Soon as Vegas dropped the team, we were like, that's us. It don't matter. That's our squad, right? And then they happen to kind of be pretty damn good. Valkyrie, you know, Blaze is a big. If you didn't know, the colors to that podcast are pretty similar to them Golden State Warriors, and it's because of Jay Blaze. So when the Golden State Valkyrie were introduced a couple of years ago, it was already like, okay, that's all because of the boys, right? It's all because of the Warriors. They're gonna do what they got to do for the women, and the hype is real, and the hype is warranted, because look what this expansion team has done. I mean, I don't know if it's ever going to be duplicated like this. They're holding down the 6th spot in the playoffs, in the playoff run, with like a couple of games left, if that, right? I think the first game that the Valkyrie will play at home is around September 18-ish. And I know I've spoken, I think last episode, I spoke about how what they're doing is unprecedented and they're just breaking records. And from every standpoint of an expansion team, they're changing the game, from the creation all the way to their actual play on the court. But here's a little sad point to that. I don't know if it's sad. It's just, life of an expansion team, I would say, because their first home game, they won't be able to play at home. And me and Blaze talked about this, because when I mentioned it to her, she didn't know, and she was like, "Hold on, what?" So what happened is, before they were introduced as an expansion team for Golden State, the Chase Center already booked an event for that weekend. 2.5 years later, the Valkyrie, during that time, they're introduced, and boom, they make the playoffs in their inaugural season. And that weekend is booked, so they can't play their first home game at home. And when I brought that up to Jay Blaze, she was like, "Oh shit, word." So fuck it, they should play at the Oracle. I never heard anything about them where they're actually gonna play, but I was like, "Oh shit, that's a great fucking idea." What, playing at the Oracle would be crazy. Now, does the Oracle have any booked events for that weekend? I can't answer that. That I do not know. But that would be bananas on every level. But the girls, from what I've seen, what I've caught a little bit, social medias, they are ecstatic. They super hyped about making the playoffs, man. And yeah, like, it's just phenomenal what they're doing. Like, we got to give them their flowers too. That's going to be taught. There's going to be a 30 for 30 on ESPN about that. I'm pretty sure about this season. I mean, they got a winning record. They're like, if I'm not mistaken, they're like 3-4 games above 500. I mean, that's phenomenal. Let's switch the whole basketball world thing and go into let's not switch. Let's stay in the NBA and the WNBA, because how could I forget the Hall of Fame inductees? Let's go. Let's go from all me and Jay Blaze's life, like our culture. We are so East Coast. And you know our man Carmelo Anthony repping the East Coast hard. Where I'm from, Melo has definitely stomped the grounds, even when he was with Denver, where I'm from. Obviously, he went to Syracuse College, University. So where I'm from, Spanish Harlem, El Barrio, he used to run around all the time, even before he was with the Knicks. So then when he got with the Knicks, that him being around the hood was always you never know when you could have bumped into him. Especially where I actually grew up. Hall of Famer. If you don't know any of you YNs, y'all might know the name, but check his stats, bro. His fucking stats are crazy. Crazy. His stats are bananas. Bananas, bro. The numbers are there. The only thing the boy don't got is the ring, and he mentioned that in his speech. I'm not gonna glaze too hard on that, man. But then you also got Dwight Howard. He was check his stats. Everybody might have saw like the Laker and on. I mean, especially for the YNs. Check his Orlando stats. His Orlando stats alone are probably Hall of Fame numbers, bro. And he got his ring. So don't he got like a couple? Does he got one or two rings? That I can't remember. But he definitely got one with the Lakers, right? So, yeah, he snuck that ring in, right? Then you got Maya Moore, probably one of the best ever women to play basketball. Like, I think her name goes up there with the Cheryl Millers. Hopefully I said her name correct. Cheryl. What's up, everybody? Had to change locations. Had to change locations, everybody. So sorry for the live feed, but give me 1 second and I'm gonna be right back.